All right, YouTube, this morning we're at William D. Patty Construction in Summerville, Georgia. It's an open mine, open to the public only on Sundays and only if you sign a release and put it in the mailbox. And you can see here, it's a beautiful area of Georgia. And this is back corner of the pit. See all the active machines. And like I said, you're welcome to collect a bucket of whatever you want. I don't think there's a limit, a couple buckets if you really find some good stuff, but don't touch the machinery, obviously. And I'm gonna collect, and we don't really know what you have with this stuff until you get it home and pressure wash it. Some of the stuff you can see, like druzy pockets and things of that nature, and some banding, you can see that in the material. But generally, you really don't know the true glory of these rocks until you clean them. And it rained a little bit yesterday, so it helps. I like to find areas where the runoff is there. So I rinse the rocks off, like right down there. You get a spot like that and see what they're gonna look like already cleaned off. So they do have some piles that are easier to access than others, like this one here. You can take a quick peek at it and see if anything jumps out at you. Oh, that one looks pretty nice. Right there. Here's another nice little beaded shirt. So it's there, the rest of it's just covered in mud. So I mean, you could always just grab a random rock, take it home, rinse it off, see, or bring a bucket, fill it with water, scrub brush. That's a lot of work. There's enough material here. You don't have to do that. There's enough stuff you can see just by visually inspecting it, especially after a rain. All right, so I've already struggled and got this big guy in the bag. He's every bit of 35 pounds and gonna have to walk quite a ways, probably a quarter mile back down that way. But we really won't know how good he is until we get him home and power washed. See the sun's starting to come up. More equipment. We've probably about 5 cars here already before the sun's officially up. I take that back. Obviously the sun's officially up. Just so used to Florida where it's flat and you always wait for it to crest over a ridge or a mountain. There's a neat little observation. Even the runoff and the rainwater forms these bands. The same stuff you see in the rocks. It's pretty neat how this clay is there. You can see the banding going in down there as it runs off and compacts and hardens and forms into rock. It's pretty neat to actually see it right here on the edge of this little tiny puddle. So neat, look at that. Almost takes on the same shape of those rocks. Pretty darn cool. Oh, and I failed to mention it's 38 degrees, so it's a little chilly for a Florida boy. You might want to bring 2 pairs of gloves because they're going to get muddy, and I just found out the hard way, once they're wet, you really don't want wet gloves. It makes it pretty uncomfortable. So bring 2 pairs of gloves to work with and collect and keep your hands free from cuts and scrapes. You can see people on that rock pile there. That pile's free to pick off of, and you can climb up over it, on it, through it, around it, whatever you want to do. So there's another comment. So I'm on top of this big giant pile of rocks. There's probably literally millions of rocks on this pile. And you don't pick them all up, you just pick out the ones that, you know, are shiny or have lines that you like. And that's the great thing about this. This pile's been here for a while, and people come and go and pick what they like, leave what you don't. So it's kind of neat. Let's see if we can find one we like as we're filming here. So looking for something with a druzy pocket, shiny quartz. I think I might see one down in here. Yeah, it's got some druzy there on the side. You can see that. Doesn't have much else going for it, but yeah. Here's another one. The sun's hitting it just right. That one right there. If you can get the shimmer in the camera. It's not much of a rock, but you know, my students like these shiny ones, so I'll make it a rock star rock. And we can see, beautiful morning. It's almost 40 degrees. A lot of people here now, probably about 10 or so, collected in the different piles. So to get an idea how big that pile that I was just on is, there's my vehicle for scale. And you can see you could probably park 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars deep. So maybe 70 to 80 feet, and it probably runs 30 feet that way. And it's a good 12, 13 feet high. So you got lots of rock to go through here, lots. And we're actually gonna go that giant pile there, where those people are. That one's even taller. That's closer to 20 foot. And it's probably about 50 feet long. So we're gonna check that pile out. All right, so here's one we found. It's not gonna come out too good in this video, but once we clean it off, there's gonna be some banding and some druzy. And we're on top of this big old pile. I'm not even at the top of it yet. And fun stuff. Fun stuff. So hopefully this comes out in the video. You can see the nice druzy on top here. And that's along this bank after being on that big hill right there. This one I just found sitting on the ground straight up, not even in the pile. And all those little botryoidals, those little bubbles, are going to be bullseyes when you grind it down. That's going to be a really nice piece. This one I just found sitting on the ground straight up, not even in the pile. And all those little botryoidals, those little bubbles, are going to be bullseyes when you grind it down. That's going to be a really nice piece.